Hey neighbors, so finally hopping into this cashew palooza thing. I tried to bide out my time a little longer to try to get all my thoughts together on what we're going to do. So I've been roasting cashews because for a lot of the recipes it calls for roasting. We're going to get to those. But for these raw nuts, we're first going to start off by making the cashew milk, which is just like the process that we went through for our almond milk. However, I'm going to be doing a gallon of it. I'm doing one, which is more of like a horchata flavor. So I'm going to put cinnamon plus our vanilla into 1/2 gallon, and the other half gallon is just going to be a regular vanilla cashew milk. Now we've walked through this, that it's going to be 1 part of raw nuts, whatever the nuts that you're choosing, to 4 cups of water. So I'm going to do all of that and try to measure out enough so that we can season. Yes, I'm calling what we're doing to the milk season the milk. We're going to sweeten it and add our spices to our cashew milk. So jumping into it, this is blender day for cashew apocalypse. I'm just going to repeat this 3 more times. Okay, so this is what our processed cashews look like. I do not know what I'm going to do with it yet. No, I'm not throwing it away. It kind of gives me like marzipan vibes, but instead of almond paste, maybe cashew paste. I don't know. I'm going to freeze it until I figure it out, because you know I'm not throwing it away. Okay, so this is 12 cups. It ended up being 12 cups for the cashew milk. I'm doing a 1/4 cup of sugar per half gallon. So that's how it ended up, a 1/2 cup. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt. And then when I split the bottles, I'm going to put the cinnamon in one. Now, when you're making nut milks, you may notice that they separate. That's why they don't sell nut milks in clear containers in the store, so you can't see it separate. So just like you would do a container nut milk, you're going to shake in between the process. This is good to go for 7 to 10 days in the refrigerator. And so yeah, we got maybe 3 pounds out of the 50 for this cashew milk. But I'm also going to try some rubble canning that we'll talk about with this nut milk, to see if I can store nut milk on the shelf. Okay, now listen, I said rubble canning. Don't get in your panties about it. It's just something I want to try and see. Okay, so that it's easier for me to incorporate this, I'm going to put some of this milk and this sugar and then mix it all back in. Hold on. Now, before you bottle, and I don't know if I've said this before, taste. Taste your milk. Make sure it tastes balanced to you. It's sweet enough. If you need it, tweak it any. Now's the time before you put it in your bottle, okay? And that's what any of the things that we're doing. If you can, taste it. So then you know it tastes good, or what you can do to fix it, okay? It's delicious. However, I think for the horchata-esque one, I want it a little bit sweeter, so I'm going to put the regular in the bottle and then work on the horchata one. And that one has our cinnamon flakes in it. So our cinnamon vanilla and our regular gallon cashew milk. Done. Okay, what's out to you? We got a long way to go.